Brother Mahdi and Mr. Taj and our friends, Mr. Naveed Kamar is our Minister for Commerce in Pakistan, and Mr. Tareen is Pakistan, and Mr. Tareen is our Minister for Defence Production, and Muhtarama Maryam Aurangzeb is our Minister of Information, and Ambassador Fatmi is Specialist from the Prime Minister, and our Ambassador, our Foreign Secretary, Specialist from the Prime Minister, Mr. Fahad Hussain, so it's really, it's very good to meet you, and ECO reminds one the days of RCD, and believe me, RCD was a brand which took off very well in 60s, 50s, and 60s, and it was like minuscule European Union, but then rest is history, and now it has been rebranded as ECO, which is of course again very good. But and I'm very happy to hear from you that now you are including Central Asian countries as well. I think this has the rare potential. We should be aiming at, and we should tap this potential for these countries and hundreds of millions of people living in this part of the world. And I think there is great potential of railway connectivity from Istanbul to all the way to Pakistan, and that requires, of course, some initial investments. And if it is undertaken, it will have huge economic dividends.
Sure.
And then we can also have connectivity, my brother Yashin, from Central Asian countries via Afghanistan, and all the way to Peshawar and to Gawada. I think these are broad parameters of our economic vision, which should be, I think, on high priority of ECO's agenda.
Yes.
And I think this will have great dividends. Member countries will benefit immensely. For example, if we can have connectivity of railways from Central Asian countries to Pakistan through road, this will be a game changer.
Definitely, sure.
And we can transport oil from Central Asian countries to Gawada, gas to Gawada, have plants over there to convert into LNG, and then export it to the world. And then industrial and agricultural projects. So I think sky's the limit,
Yes,
Brother
yes,
Yashin.
yes,
I think let's work on these lines. And I would encourage you to create an environment to host ECO member countries summit, including Central Asian states, and have a proper homework done, agenda, homework done, agenda, through consensus, we agree on an agenda, and then let's have, we agree on an agenda, and then let's have a discussion. This will give a big push impetus to your efforts.
Yes, right. As you said, excellence, it's sky. As you said, excellence, it's sky is the limit. We should work as much as possible.
For example, just to give you an example.
Yes.
For these example,
Yes.
For these floods, affectees, Turkey sent goods through railroad also, rail transport. But then we would offload them in Zaidan and then reload them and then bring it to Pakistan to Balochistan. Again, we would offload them at probably Chaghi or somewhere.
This is
Chaghi or somewhere.
this is a major.
And then because of
Offloading and reloading.
because of
Offloading and reloading.
because of a different system of railways.
Yes.
Railways.
Yes.
So if we
had
have a
unit,
feasibility
yes.
done, and in order to create harmony and synchronize the system, it'll have some, it'll require some initial investment, but once it is undertaken, this will change the landscape. This will change the landscape, economic landscape, and will have huge dividends for Iran, for Turkey, for Pakistan,
Or for Eastern region, yes.
and
Yes, definitely.
and this will become an economic line for our regional cooperation.
Yes. Yes.
And from the other side, from Central Asian states,
Yes.
we can have this connectivity. This will be a mini European Union.
Yes. Excellency. Excellency,
So this is a loading unloading problem that also exists in road transport also. Not
Of course.
Yes. Road transport.
Of course.
Yes. Road transport.
Yes.
So
And then investment in agriculture, in industry, and we have supplementary and complementary devices. For example, if Pakistan, let's say, produces item A, and those items in Turkey and Iran are produced at high cost, we will export that to Turkey and Iran. And then what Turkey produces at a cheaper cost will be imported from Turkey to Pakistan and to Iran. And what Iran produces. So this has to be a three-way economic cooperation model.
Sure.
And this is how we can promote our economies, our workforce, and expand our portfolio.
This is the project. This is one of the projects we are been discussing in ECO. One of the projects we are been discussing in ECO Secretariat. Excellency, it's no doubt. It would be a great opportunity for our region to have such a project like railroad. Normal road would be perfect, as you said.
Mr. President, I'd like to invite you to Pakistan.
The perfect, as you said.
Mr. President, I'd like to invite you to Pakistan along with
Inshallah,
your
inshallah.
members. You're most welcome.
Visit one more time.
And,
He felt very close to us, especially after visiting those areas. I felt very close. Those regions, I felt very close to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Inshallah, we have a chance to visit again your country. Again.
ناظرین، وزیراعظم محمد شہباز شریف کی